Hey everyone, today I'm going to be showing you exactly how to draw transparent fairy wings or pixie wings, whichever wings you want, but we're going to get them transparent so you can see. Right. So I took the time out to draw an entire portrait just for this tutorial because the fairies that I originally drew, believe it or not, the video quality, it was bad, so I had to replace them. So I redrew the fairies, and now I have this big tutorial for you with everything redone just for you. I'm going to be showing you guys exactly how to turn those fairy wings transparent while you're still able to see the fairy wings. Okay, what I'm doing at the background is I'm adding it in black. I could have done it more, but this was supposed to be a short tutorial. What I could have done with that background is add stars. I could have added more roses, or I could have done a collage of both, added stars with the roses, and just did that and either went with a galaxy, or I could have done a reflection of something else. I could have easily drawn a face inside, which I'm very known for, is adding other people's faces into my work. There's lots I could have done with it, or I could have added water going right underneath that rose, and it would have been really great to do with the pixie that I have already sitting there. It would have just, I could have made it a reflection of her into that water. I'll keep that in mind next time I do a video like this, and maybe I'll add that into that one. Okay, so during that transition, I also added a red rose right directly in the middle of it. I added that rose because I didn't want the picture to be too plain. Even though it was for a quick tutorial on pixies wings, I wanted to at least get you something to make it look more appealing, so I added the rose in the middle as well. Okay, so since I decided to add a rose to the centerpiece of the background, it just let me see so much more I could do with the pick. What I decided to do was have one of the pixies sitting on a rose petal, since it matches the rose itself. So I added that into the bottom of the pixie and slapped her right there sitting on top of it, and it just made it more interactive with her wings. So now you have the red from the rose and the black from the background and the white from the wings itself. So that just made it look more transparent and helped out a lot. So I was able to fit those both things inside of that at the same time. The first one I'm starting with, I wanted it to go on top of a rose petal, and the combination of it showing off that black background along with the red petal, I was actually kind of cool. Added it to the bottom of the pixie. It was a great idea. The one thing now that I had to do was make the pixie's wings transparent. What I had to do with that is, since the background is black, that's my easy part. I'm just going to add in black to the wings and leave some parts white. Or I could use later on a paint or a highlighter or blender, whichever it may be, to trace the lining of the wings so that you can still see the wings. Then I'm going to add little pieces to the wings where you can tell it's a wing from the blackness. So what I do is go around and through it in a slashing motion. So it'll be in the direction that the wing's going. So if it's going diagonally, I'll follow that. And then go through the wings in black, leaving slices of the white inside of it. And then I'll be able to add in a little tone on the bottom where you see me adding in the rose petal. I do the same thing. So I add slashes of the rose petal in, blending it in with slashes of the black from the background, and again with slashes of the white. All three of those, since they are crossing each other from the transparency of the wings, it allows me much better to make it look like it's a transparent item there and the wings are actually sitting there and not just something that looks like whatever. I also traced around the wings the same way and the same details. So since it's transparent, that center part of the petal that goes dark to light transition, I would do that directly through the wings so that you can see it, and just leave those white slash marks inside of it so that everyone else can see the wings are still there. The shape of the wings are still there, and now you can see it properly instead of it being a little too transparent. Now it's not too transparent, it's something you can just see. I did that to both wings, and on one side I added a little more white than the other side, but it did help out making those wings look like they were still around. For the second one, I wanted to throw more of the fairy's color in the fairy's wing. So what I did was I said, alright, the fairy's wing has to be some color. So what I did was I threw in some pink, and I changed the fairy's wing color to pink, and then did once again the black that goes through it in the same technique. And on the top, where I had my background swerving around, I was able to add the swerve in and leave it to go white, and it just helped out the transparent look of it. So now you see the swerve go in, and then the transition to pink along with the transition to black, and then the slash marks of the white going through to show the fairy's wing. The last fairy, I wanted flaming wings, which isn't really transparent, and I just liked it, so I decided to throw it in for extra decoration. So I will comment on how I did it. What I did was I coated the whole thing in yellow, and then over the yellow I added orange, small amounts of red highlights in it just to help it stand out a little more, and then I did the fairy's hair as well in the same color tone. Alright, that's a lot to say. Thanks for tuning in again, and I'll be getting you more tutorials in the future like always, and working on new segments for you guys. So if you like, hit subscribe, and I'll see you next time.